Okay, what's up, everybody? The first game of Season 4 HPL, we have Ole Miss at home taking on the Kansas State Wildcats and Electric. I'm here with Shake.
What's going on? Yeah, excited to call this one. Should be a good matchup. You got the defending national title and a guy who's gotten close twice. But Ole Miss at home, and they look like they've done a really good job recruiting the last couple seasons. It's going to be a really tough place to play, but if there's a guy that can do it, it's got to be Electric. Should be an exciting one.
Yeah, I think going into this game, we're going to see Ole Miss as the favorite at home with a better team and some concerns with without Avery Johnson on the Kansas State side, but here we are, the first game of the new season.
Yeah, definitely going to be interesting. Barnett under center for the first time. But let's see what this Kansas State defense is made of as Boger takes the field.
Yeah, see an interesting look for Boger, the neck roll and the rolled up jersey. King running hard for 12 yards. Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah, a good run to get started. And yeah, definitely an interesting look for Boger. Number 69, you don't see that on a quarterback very often. Yeah, another handoff to MLK Jr. the third.
Down goes MLK right there, and this is a dynamic Ole Miss offense. They can beat you on the ground, or they can beat you to the air. You know, we could see some big variety when it comes to really spread out formations and a lot of real tight formations.
Yeah, you're definitely not wrong, and I mean, like an offense that's been there before too. I mean, they've gotten the job done and gotten there the year before. So I mean, he definitely knows what he's doing. Boger's got the experience. 2nd and 10 here. Let's see what he's got. Looks like they're looking to the sideline to change it up. Boger's going to drop back. Got pressure. Gets hit by one guy. Breaks off, but he's going to get sacked for a loss of 14. And that's going to be huge as we're going to have 3rd and long here.
Yeah, you've seen the almost instant sheds for the edge rusher over here, number 23, to slow down Boger. Couldn't get the sack, but he did slow him down. It's going to be a tough one to convert right here if you're the Ole Miss Rebels.
And early in the game, if you're Kansas State, you got to love that. Try and get this Ole Miss offense off the field early and see if you can kind of flip things and take control early. 3rd and 24,
yeah,
Boger's dropping back. A deep ball. Does he have a man? He's got a step. Oh, he overthrew it. Almost a bomb there by Boger to really set the tone for Ole Miss. But their first drive of the season, they're bringing the punter out.
Yeah, we said 3 and out. Not a 3 and out. We did a good first down on the first play, but 2 sets of downs on that drive. And we have Kansas State here with the first drive of the season.
Yeah,
this is the first ever drive without Avery Johnson right here. This is
very new look offense for Kansas State. Barnett's going to drop back. He's got pressure, and he's going to get rid of it as he gets hit. Almost a huge sack for the Rebels. But Barnett, in his first snap, able to get rid of the ball. But the DNs, both sides, were just able to blow through that offensive line.
Yeah, what are you expecting to see here? Well, as he runs up the middle, Dylan Edwards for a gain of 6. What are you expecting to see out of the Ole Miss defense here with a new look quarterback, a young guy, hasn't seen much action?
I mean, I think if you're Ole Miss, you got to bring pressure. You got to make him make fast decisions, and I mean, just see what this kid's made of. I mean, we haven't seen anything. You don't have any film on him, so you got to kind of create your own. And he's going to complete a pass underneath. He's going to make a couple moves, and he is down to the 16-yard line. Blake Barnett not looking too shabby to start the game.
Yeah, I mean, just taking what the defense gives you. That's something that Electric, I think, has worked on in the offseason.
Oh, as he's going to have Dylan Edwards.
That's a touchdown to Dylan Edwards. Dylan Edwards is a threat out of the backfield.
Yeah, you saw Ole Miss bring the pressure there, and looks like whoever was manned up on Edwards just wasn't able to get out quick enough, and Barnett got rid of that pass quick, and just like that, Kansas State's up 6-0. They're going to add on the extra point, make it 7-0. And I mean, if you're Kansas State, you got to love that. That's a great start. Any questions that you had about Barnett? I mean, not all necessarily answered, but he came out and did the job on the first drive, and let's see what Ole Miss can do here. Can they respond?
Yeah, I don't think there could have been a better start if you're Kansas State. Not really much better you can do than getting the stop and scoring a touchdown on the next drive. So just got to repeat.
Yeah, most definitely. And we'll see what Kansas State's defense can do here. I mean, is that going to be consistent what they did the first drive? I mean, they kind of locked everything down. Got a man in motion. It's going to be an RPO to MLK Jr., and he's going to pick up 7. And kind of a two-headed monster in the backfield. I mean, you got MLK and you got Abu Sama, who was a transfer 2 seasons ago from Iowa State, and he's going to get the pass on the outside here, and he's going to make a man miss, and he's going to get all the way up to the 33. But, I mean, that's going to be a tough thing to stop for everybody this season. I mean, 2 very good running backs in the backfield, and Boger, who has done a great job the last 2 seasons. Another handoff to Martin Luther King Jr., who's going to make a man miss. He's going to run somebody over.
Yeah, we've seen Ole Miss, especially last season, with Owens and Abu Sama. Last year had a backfield that was a 2-headed monster. And we're looking like we might see that again this year.
Yeah, another handoff to MLK. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6 for the Rebels as they're approaching midfield. And they're going to send another man in motion. It's going to be a play action here. And it's going to be a pass check down to MLK, who is going to get hit. Oh, he's going to get stood up. And originally it was almost going to be 3rd and inches, but he got pushed back and then forward momentum regained, and it'll be 3rd and 3.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of this two running back in the backfield set from Ole Miss in that motion.
Yeah, a lot of motion. That RPO as it's going to get tackled 4th and 4 at the 50. What does Ole Miss do here? I think playing a high caliber opponent, you got to be aggressive and go for it, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. 4th and 4. This could be a very big play in this game. Early on. Boger's going to drop back. He's got, great defense there.
Incomplete.
Had Abu Sama, but wasn't able to get it out quick enough. And Kansas State's offense.
Boger a little late to that read right there.
Yeah, just a split second. And, I mean, definitely not the start you're looking for if you're the defending national champion. As a handoff to Edwards, he's going to get absolutely stuffed, a gain of nothing.
Yeah, we've seen Boger not out to the best start. His sophomore campaign, we expected him to come out firing, but it is early.
Yeah, if you're Ole Miss's defense right here, you're trying to make a stand because you don't want to go down 2 scores, but he's got a man wide open across the middle. It's going to be caught by Davis. He's going to make a man miss, break 1 tackle, and he's all the way down to the 15.
What a throw from Blake Barnett. There was questions about quarterback. I mean, a lot of questions. We had allegations of 6 and 6 for Kansas State just due to the lack of Avery Johnson. And in the first quarter of this game, this looked like they may not lose a lot. Blake Barnett, that's a dart.
Yeah, we'll call this play, and then we'll go to our sideline reporter and see what he's got on the game so far. But 1st and 10, they're going to drop back. He's got pressure. He's going to get rid of it. Almost intercepted, but able to get rid of it. And Brink, you're down there on the sideline. What are you seeing so far from Ole Miss that you think needs to change? All right, technical difficulties.
Hey, sorry, no, I'm here.
Touchdown,
on the Kansas sideline, and I was going to say, after that touchdown that they just scored, there was a lot of concerns for the quarterback's accuracy coming into the game. His first game as a freshman, a true freshman. And Coach Electric has worked personally with him so far in game number 1. He's looked like some concerns are overblown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, definitely you see 2 drives from the Kansas State offense, 2 touchdowns, one of them being a passing touchdown. And then another big pass on that second drive to get them set up for that rushing touchdown by Edwards. But 14-0, Pablo, Oh, what does Ole Miss need to do here?
You just got to find a way to get points. You can't come out empty-handed again here. If you do, you're setting yourself up to go down 3 scores. And it's just not what we need.
Yeah, as Boger's going to take off, he's going to get down before he gets hit. That is going to be a first down for Ole Miss. As they're running up tempo. I kind of like it. Kind of keep the defense out there, kind of wear them out a little bit. And I mean, what you're doing is working. So, handoff to Abusama. He's going to get a gain of 5. And again, the hurry up offense.
Yeah, drop back Boger. He's got plenty of time. Looking at the running back Sama, spin move. He tried to get sticky there. Sama did. Tackled by Tony Jamerson. I believe he's a true sophomore.
Yeah, and you see Ole Miss going quick. It's going to be a read option to Boger, who's going to get down.
I have to take his medicine there and just...
Yeah, shades of Jalen Hurts. Getting down behind the line of scrimmage, not getting hurt. 2nd and 12 for the Ole Miss Rebels. Boger's going to drop back. Looks like a halfback screen going to be completed. Abusama's going to make a man miss. He's going to do another spin move, get hit forward. And it's going to be 3rd and 1. Yeah, Abusama kind of making something out of nothing there. Had a man right on him as he caught the pass, but able to still pick up 11. As we're seeing a
Electric
line
read
offense.
that really good.
Goal line offense, quarterback sneak, 4th and inches. Here they go, going up tempo again. And Kansas State's going to burn a timeout and come out in a set that they think they can stop this with. It's also going to take the quarterback sneak away from Ole Miss. So a very smart play by Electric.
Yeah. You see that formation again. We've seen a lot of it so far.
As Martin Luther
First
King
down
Jr., yeah, he's going to
MLK.
fight. He got kind of stood up by his own offensive line in the backfield and probably had the Ole Miss fans a little worried, but he's able to fight through there and get the first down as we see the RPO again. Back to MLK. He's going to pick up 1. And I think if you're Ole Miss here, I mean, what do you think, Pablo? You kind of got to start playing the clock a little bit because, I mean, Kansas State gets the ball to start the second half. If you score and leave too much time and Kansas State goes down and scores, they could make it a 3-possession game coming out of half.
Yeah. You got to think about that, but it's baited by Sharp. What a play.
I can hear Heredia screaming all the way from Manhattan, the user.
He's screaming, Mr. the King, user the user. Alexis Heredia Jr. is going off his rocker right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is not the start I expected in any way, shape, or form, but, Kansas State with a really risky pass, but they're able to complete it. As Barnett, I mean, he has come out and looked very, very good. Booth review, not really sure what we're reviewing. Definitely looked like a completion. As, they're not going to waste much time. I don't even know if they put the headset on.
You see Blake Barnett testing the elite corner in what's his name, George Washington.
As Blake Barnett with some legs. We didn't know what he had there. He's able to scramble up the middle for a gain of 8.
Yeah, he's a 90-speed QB. He can move. The concerns were with deep accuracy. He's only got 70 deep accuracy.
Yeah, and for a team whose kind of identity has been the home run ball, I mean, that does add some concerns. But I mean, you're seeing Electric, like you said earlier, take what the defense is giving, taking those underneath routes and making people miss. And I mean, so far he's putting on a clinic.
Yeah, he's had a perfect game so far.
It's gonna be a handoff to Edwards, and I think right now, when it comes to running the ball, I think we're seeing probably the only part of the game that Ole Miss is winning, and that's the trenches right now. Everything else has been all Kansas State, but I mean, the D-line is showing up. The only time we've really seen any successful runs was to the outside earlier for that touchdown that Edwards had. But the stadium's rocking. Barnett's trying to make some adjustments, and it looks like the guys can't hear him. 2nd and 10. Barnett's going to drop back. He's scrambling out. Doesn't have anybody, but he's wheeling around. He's going to throw it away. And save face there. 3rd and 10. And I'm not sure what we have going on in Kansas State as far as kicking goes. I mean, this would be about a 59-yarder. This is a long field goal. It's a long field goal on Sundays.
This is not in field goal range. I think he's going to have to get close to the first down marker to get into comfortable field goal range, especially on the road and an SEC opponent.
Yeah, Barnett's going to drop back. Plenty of time. It looks like Ole Miss only sent 3. He's got all the time in the world. He's got a man wide open. It's Edwards. He catches the ball at the 22.
Yeah, that's an electric play there. You see him just sit in the pocket all day.
Yeah, sending 3 was just not the right move. As Edwards is going to catch that. He's going to make a man miss. And he's going to get all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Sticky young man, as they say. Dylan Edwards making Abraham Lincoln look silly.
Yeah, 1st and goal for the Wildcats. Got a man in motion. He's going to motion back out. And he's going to get hit and tackled down. Ole Miss is going to use a timeout. Ole Miss is guaranteeing themselves another possession here in the first half. The real question is it going to be a 2-possession game, a 3-possession game? I think if at this point, if you're Electric, if it even does get down to 4th down, you really try and make a statement, knowing that you get the ball to start the second half. And the stadium is rocking, and they're trying to make some adjustments, but it seems like the team can't hear them. 3 on the play clock. Barnett's going to snap it, drop back. He's got a man caught. Touchdown.
Dart from Barnett there. Barnett has been amazing this game. I mean,
yeah,
maybe
I think
Electric is beating the Avery Johnson merchant allegations. Who knows?
Yeah, this is definitely a statement from Electric and Barnett coming out here up 21-0 in the first half. Ole Miss has got to respond here. They might do it on. Oh, I thought they were going to do it on the kickoff. Needed to break 1 tackle, was not able to, and just
we've got some live
the numbers
from Heredia actually. He says, "You guys woke up the demon. The king I know in him is here." It's from Electric's Prince. Alexis Radio Jr.
Yeah, definitely the number 1 fan for Electric in the comment section right now. A little check down to Abu Sama on 1st and 10. He's going to pick up the first down. Ole Miss still with 2 timeouts. Plenty of time to go down here and get some points, but they're definitely going to have to do that if they want any chance in the second half.
Yeah, we've got to get points here. 7. Because you don't get ball back at half.
Yeah, Kansas State will get the ball to start the second half. As Boger's going to scramble away. He's going to get outside. He's going to get out of bounds, save the timeout. As I think with maybe 1 or 2 more blocks, Ole Miss had a man downfield. But, I mean, Boger was kind of just running for his life there at the end.
Yeah, I agree with the decision to not throw that there. Because that could have been
oh, man, deep downfield.
Wide open Smith.
And he's going to get tackled at the 12.
Inside
Kansas
the 15.
State going to take a timeout.
That's interesting. Kansas State wants the ball back, it looks like. See, I'm not the biggest fan of that call, but who knows?
Just aggressive play calling, and we're going to get a handoff to Abu Sama, who is going to get out of bounds for a gain of 1. Probably ran about 20 yards to pick up 1. I mean, that was an interesting play call in itself. I mean, yeah, I guess you do have 2 timeouts, and obviously in striking range being at the 12-yard line. But Boger, he's going to scramble, and he's going to get hit
to the 1.
Tackled at the 1. As we have a timeout.
Ole Miss timeout.
Ole Miss. As a great play.
They need to hurry up or call timeout there, either one. Cause
As you see, Sharp up right on the center's head right now, just breathing on the back of his neck. And it's going to be a handoff to MLK, and he's going to get tackled, and that's the last timeout for Ole Miss.
This means you have to throw the ball.
You either have to throw the ball, or you have to have 2 plays drawn up if you do run the ball and get back.
Well, in my opinion, I'd be throwing the ball.
As Boger's going to scramble out, he's going to get hit. He's going to throw it away, 3rd and goal. And I think now with 10 seconds, I don't think it matters. I think this has to be a pass.
Yeah, I think this is 4 down territory, to be honest. If it's me.
Yeah, 100%. But the thing is, if you get tackled inbounds here and not in the end zone, do you even have a chance for the 4th down? As Boger, he's going to get hit. It's going to be an incomplete pass. 4th and goal from the 4 with 4 seconds left. And Kansas State really just doing a great job bending, not breaking here on this last drive by Ole Miss.
Yeah, I agree with that timeout call right there from Kansas State. What's the point in saving them? You don't get 4 in the second half if you leave it.
Yeah.
So
make sure all the guys are on the same page. Come out in a set you like. As 4th and goal for Ole Miss. Looks like we got 4 wide and a tight end out there. Boger talking to the receivers, changing it up a little bit. He's going to drop back. Might have had a tight window. Oh, he's going to scramble out. Can he get to the end zone, to the pylon? He's going to get tackled at the 1.
He's short.
He does not get in. What a play. What a play.
Well, we can go down to the sideline to Brink after that. What? Could be a disaster first half. Well, let's call this play right here.
Yeah, we got an onside kick to start off.
It was a shocking result for the Ole Miss sideline, especially being at home, but not so much for the confident Kansas State sideline.
Yeah.
A very aggressive play call, but an understandable play call by Ole Miss coming out of the half, going for the onside kick, weren't able to get it. But, you kind of got to throw everything you have at it right now. A 3-possession game, you got to go for it. And that's what they did. They weren't able to recover it. Kansas State has the ball now and looking to add on.
Yeah. I agree with the play call. Jackson knows what he's doing when it comes to those. Dylan Edwards planting his foot in the ground, the cut. This could be a Heisman Trophy candidate when it comes to the end of the season. Him, Malachi Coleman, Blake Barnett. We could see them in that conversation.
Every player on Oregon's offense will be in the conversation, but you see just Edwards coming out and making a statement, and we're going to get a pass to Jackson out of the backfield, a 1st down. And just look at the numbers. We came in questioning Barnett. 10 for 13 for 151, 2 touchdowns. And just having a game. And Dylan, oh my gosh, look at the acceleration. Dylan Edwards, what a play touchdown.
Dylan Edwards, the cutback, the speed. Dylan Edwards for a 40-yard touchdown about. That was...
What a play.
That's a 28-point lead pending at PAT.
It's up, and it is right down the middle. And, I might be the only person that feels this way. I don't think I am, but I did not expect this. I think Kansas State and Electric are just coming out here and making a statement.
There were 6-6 allegations. I will say I was not someone that agreed that the Kansas State Wildcats will go 6-6. I projected 9-3. But the first, say, 15 minutes of this game, 15 game minutes, it has not been a 9-3 football team we've seen. Say that.
Yeah, I was not on with you all last night to do the preseason predictions, but when I looked at Kansas State's schedule before this game, I would have agreed with you at 9-3, but I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the 3 I had. So, I mean, to
Yeah.
come out and make a statement like this so far, I mean, it opens up so many possibilities for the rest of the season as he's got a man deep downfield. Johnson's going to go up and get it. He's going to get tackled at the 42. And, I mean, this is what you got to do if you want even the slightest bit of a shot here. If you're Ole Miss, you got to pick up big plays and you got to pick them up fast. So, a great throw by Boger, great play by Johnson. And they're back on the ball. They got a man in motion. And Boger's going to scramble. He's got a man wide open. It's Johnson again who's going to catch the ball at the 12.
What a throw from Boger there. You know, we're hearing allegations already to the Kansas State head coach coming from the sidelines from maybe a rival saying he could be a Dylan Edwards merchant now. Just something to monitor.
Yeah, just the allegations never stop here for the Kansas State Wildcats. But a handoff to Abu Sama. We do have a flag on the play. It is a touchdown, but it's going to come right back for holding. As, I mean, I guess to create a hole that big, you probably had to hold somebody.
This has been a disaster for Ole Miss, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
not
think
wrong
it could get any worse.
Not wrong in saying that,
after
as you have a reverse, and it's going to get tackled in the backfield. 3rd and 20 from the 22. And, I mean, it's an interesting game. I mean, because like you mentioned before, like, as we get a sack, 4th and 28. You mentioned before, Ole Miss put Kansas State out of the playoffs last year. There was a little bit of bad blood after that game. So,
And
I mean,
you know,
go ahead.
this is a better Ole Miss team in my opinion, and this is what we thought was a worse Kansas State team. So, that's interesting.
Yeah, 4th and 28. Boger's going to drop back. He's got a man in his face, and he's going to throw it up, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. And it's going to be a turnover on downs, and the just pure dominance continues for Kansas State in this game. You got a handoff to Edwards. He's going to get through the gap. He's going to pick up 4. And, I mean, you said it earlier. I mean, if you want to be in Heisman contention to start the season off like this, he's got to be up there. Dylan Edwards showing up, showing out tonight. He will get tackled there for a loss of 2 on the counter.
Ole Miss team that has shown up has been Cam Franklin. That's his 3rd tackle for loss.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I went on earlier. I mean, the defensive line for Ole Miss, I think they've done a great job so far. As Barnett's going to get out, he's got speed. Oh, but he gets hit. And it's going to be 4th and 4. Kansas State. I think this is the first time we've seen the punter all game for Kansas State. And he's going to punt it to Barney Jr., who's going to get to the outside. Oh, almost busted that loose.
I know a thing or two about Barney Jr. That was somebody that I semi-targeted in the portal. It's a 99 speed receiver.
Yeah, I mean, that's great to have on your special teams as well. I mean, 99 speed. It's like a taller Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
As Ole Miss going to get the snap off at 1. Plenty of time in the pocket. Offensive line and Abu Sama are doing a great job. Boger is going to step up. He's going to scramble out. He's going to get hit as he goes out of bounds for a gain of 8. But, I mean, a great job by the Kansas State defense there again. I mean, Boger had a ton of time, but just nobody open. As, well, we got a little bit of trickery, but he gets hit. Oh, if he doesn't get hit, Ole Miss might have been on the board as they go for the double pass.
This Kansas State defense, I will say I wouldn't have been that surprised if Kansas State won. But Kansas State holding Ole Miss scoreless through what's about to be 3 quarters, unless they score here quick. It was not on my bingo card.
Yeah, I don't think it was on anybody's bingo card. Just an absolute shocking performance so far, as Boger's going to scramble out again. Nobody's open. He's going to get hit out of bounds for a gain of 4. Oh, he did not get out of bounds, actually. I mean, and Boger's starting to take a beating, too. I mean, you're seeing on some of these runs, he's taking some hits. As 2nd and 6 going to be a handoff to Abu Sama, and that's going to end the third quarter with Kansas State leading 28-0. And Brink will bring you in one last time. What are the emotions over there on the Ole Miss sideline?
A lot of disappointment, a lot of long faces, a lot of confusion. But you know, it's the first game, and if you're going to take a loss, I think we all know this is the one to do it in. The season's not lost, but it's definitely off to a rougher start than they imagined.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, just like you said, I mean, if you're going to lose a game, it's better to lose it on early on. You can kind of see what you did wrong and build on it and try and make improvements throughout the season. As Boger's going to get hit again, he's going to get sacked. Loss of 3. This Kansas State defense is they're playing hungry. They're not letting off the gas at all. Even with the lead this late in the game, they are playing as they get 3 guys through. Boger's running for his life. He's scrambling. He gets hit. He's going to get rid of it, but just an amazing game so far by Kansas State's defense.
Kansas State is leaving nobody open. That's kind of nowhere to throw the ball.
That's a shocking stat there too. I mean, Ole Miss is dominating the time of possession, but it's just Kansas State hasn't needed possession necessarily because, I mean, they've gotten the ball in a couple of good situations so far. As he's going to throw up a deep ball, and it's going to be caught. An absolute moss job there at the 3-yard line, and maybe just a little bit of...
I think I've seen a different quarterback, and yeah, that's a different quarterback. Walker Howard, the LSU transfer.
As he's going to run a read option, he's going to get in. As Ole Miss is finally on the board. No shutout here, but I mean, maybe too little too late, barring a miraculous comeback here.
Maybe the QB change is what Ole Miss needed.
And you see Ole Miss coming out here in the onside kick again, and Kansas State not coming out in the onside recovery. Going to kick it. Kansas State is going to recover. He's going to get hit hard, but he's able to hold on.
It's just been a tough one for the Rebels at home in front of the fans. After coming off a national championship, this is not what they were expecting, but I mean, you see what you have to work on.
Yeah.
And you can move on from here.
Yeah, I mean, and you can look at it how you want. I mean, Electric is going to be one of the tougher, if not the toughest opponent you're going to face all year. So, I mean, to have it week 1, you don't necessarily have a game plan that you're comfortable with a new team kind of in its own sort. I mean, losing a couple players here and there. So, I mean, you can kind of, really realistically, use this last quarter to build on what you like, what you don't like, and kind of go forward there. But, I mean, I don't think this is the last time we'll see these two facing off. I have a good feeling you'll see them later on in the playoffs against each other again. It's just kind of the way the bracket always seems to work out for these two. But, I mean, what Brink said earlier is true. Not all is lost. Just kind of got to chalk it up. It's week 0. We're not even technically in week 1 yet. It's week 0. So, but Kansas State still, moving the ball down the field. You're going to have a handoff to Edwards here. The acceleration from Edwards is just insane.
Yeah, I wanted to add actually the rankings won't even change until after week 1. So even with this loss, Ole Miss will remain number 1 in the nation for at least 2 weeks.
That's interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Look at Dylan Edwards fired out of a cannon.
Showboating a little bit. And he's going to get in for touchdown number 4 on the day.
Wow. That's... if there's a Heisman frontrunner right now, it's got to be Dylan Edwards after this one game, of course. But
oh, it's a blocked extra point. I mean, special teams, special plays, special players.
Yeah.
But, I mean, 150 total yards of offense for Dylan Edwards, 4 touchdowns. What a start to the season for that kid. As kickoff here, Cunningham's going to bring it out of the back of the end zone. He's going to make one-man miss, going to get brought down at the 13.
This Ole Miss offense with a new quarterback, I believe Walker Howard will probably try it out there again after the touchdown drive.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the
Walker
success.
Howard.
Saw the success last drive with him. Why not try it out? Has plenty of time in the pocket. And he's going to scramble. He's going to get hit as he throws. Had a man just unable to get it there.
Yeah, that's a tough throw.
Yeah, crossbody,
is.
moving away from your target, and you're getting hit. I don't think anybody is making that throw. Tony Romo will tell you that Mahomes is, but I don't even think he is. A 2nd and 10, Howard's going to drop back again, and again, plenty of time for Ole Miss in the pocket until now he gets hit. He's going to fumble. The big man's going to pick it up, and he's going to make a man miss. He's going to try and truck and get out of the end zone, but he's not going to be able to. Safety.
The big boy tried to make a play, but unable.
Yeah. The big man did everything he could there, and I mean, for a game that we kind of thought was over, that's going to put an end to it most likely. I think Kansas State's 1 first down away from just running this game out, and Dylan Edwards is going to get hit, brought down, and that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. As
we've got Hell State in the room. Looking at the screen, he's not believing what he's seeing.
As a handoff to Dylan Edwards again, he's going to get the first down.
Another Dylan Edwards touchdown. He might not score.
As he's gonna show some sportsmanship. I mean, after celebrating, but he is gonna avoid going in the end zone.
You said 7 and 5. Did you say 7 and 5?
He's losing next week.
Okay.
And what could have been touchdown number 5 for Dylan Edwards, he's going to go down at the 4-yard line, and Blake Barnett is going to knee this one out.
Gosh, I wonder, it had to be hard not to take that touchdown.
I think that's just Coach Electric. You know, he watched the Eagles game as a fellow Eagles fan yesterday, saw Saquon do it, and wanted to be just like him.
Yeah. I mean, we're wanting to be like Mike, said Electric. He wanted to be like Saquon.
And with this final knee down, Kansas State is going to beat Ole Miss 36-7, coming into Ole Miss and doing a job, an impressive victory for the Wildcats. It's just an absolutely dominating performance. And Pablo, you got some questions for the coaches?
Yeah, we'll go down to the Kansas State head coach first. Electric. How does it feel to win this game? I know it was a big one for you.
I just believe. Hold on, I'm sorry. Say that over again.
How does it feel to win this game? I know it was a big one for you. That was a question.
What I would like to say is that great job to Jackson. He beat me in the playoffs. The only user that I felt like that royally pissed me off in the game. So many things didn't go our way. He had us, but he looked at that KU game, and great job to him and his Ole Miss team. Even though they're 90 overall, I'm for sure we're going to see him again. If not, we're definitely going to see him work his way up in the playoffs. So great job out to him. But for us, it's Kansas State at the end of the day. It's big KS. Like, you know what you're going to get from us. Today, we just showed y'all. You know, 12 out of 15 from Blake Barnett. After everybody said we need Avery Johnson. What a day. 80% from the field, 2 touchdowns, and Dylan Edwards showed y'all, like, if I want to run the ball, I'm going to run it. And I just love this team. We got Malachi Coleman for the extra, wide receiver depth. Jaquise also got way better. I mean, not way better, but he got better over the season too. He went from a 75 to an 87. He mattered. Jace Brown is on red shirt, so he will be coming back next season to play with us. So, I mean, the wide receiver core this year and next year is going to be absolutely fantastic. Great job from just the whole team.
Yeah, and we got an outside question from the KU ball fan. He says, "How's it feel to be number 2 in the state?"
What I can tell him about that is that I'm really, really sorry on me just not caring, and the fact that you worry about Kansas State more than your own team is more depressing and really sad overall. So that's what we would like to say to Kansas. Is always forget Kansas. Kansas State is better always. Um, what I can say about that is that our defense showed up big, and if the defense do this every time and we lock down like we did this season, I mean not this season, this game against Ole Miss, then Kansas State, say goodbye to Kansas. They ain't beating us. Come on, that's too easy.
Okay, Shay.
Yeah, it was talked about, obviously, going into this season. I feel like you, of all people, seem to have more haters than anybody. So, I mean, with this game, is that a statement to them? Just to let them know they're in for a long season? And what is your prediction for Kansas State record-wise this season?
Well, what I can say, we just beat the former champion by a lot, and this was the same score I lost to Kluga and multiple other people. So this would, it makes a spark in you to be like, okay, I got to show why I'm the best user and why I deserve to go for a championship as much as possible. And Blake Barnett just, wow, what a day from the man. 78 overall that I'm working with, and he's balling. We don't have Avery. Sadly, he's in the NFL playing for the Philadelphia Eagles. But it's sad to see him, go there. But we're gonna give him a call. I'm still in contact with him, so he's always Kansas State at heart. But yeah, this team, I don't really have no expectations. This is week by week, but we have Ohio State up next, and they talk big mess saying that we're also. Let's look at this board real quick. They said that we are possibly going 6-6, I think. Yeah, people had us going 10-2. That was okay. 6-6, 7-5, and 8-4. The 7-5 person that said that is also the user that I beat in the playoffs. So, great job and shout out to not Ole Miss. Yeah, but shout out to him for playing playing against me. But yeah, shout out to Mississippi State for about to lose to my boy, my little bro. What is his name? I'm sorry. Louisville. My boy Lamar.
Well, congratulations on the win, and let's turn our questions to the Ole Miss coach, Jackson Altman. Pablo, what you got for him?
Yeah, Jackson, I know this is not the result you expected, but what's the adjustment we're going to see from the Ole Miss team going into week 1?
Yeah, got a game against Vanderbilt. Nice tune-up game for the season, but yeah, no, Sam Darnold, I think he snuck onto my field and was playing quarterback for me. I mean, just holding the ball for way too long and not throwing it.
Yeah, so, I mean, like Pablo said, definitely not the outcome you wanted. And, well, I mean, I guess the real main question for me is, like, what do you feel like you need to change throughout the season. I mean, SEC play is going to be tough. The SEC is always tough. So, what do you think you need to do differently to get Ole Miss back to the prestigious school as we knew them last year?
Yeah, I mean, I just need to get the ball out quicker. Kind of, the run was working at first, and I just abandoned the run because what happened? It was I don't even remember. The run was working on the first drive, and then I just kind of abandoned it, and I was just. I think that's what the Electric lost to last season, being the playoffs. I was just holding the ball for way too long, trying to bomb them deep. Got these new fast guys, and I was just looking to bomb them deep every play, but that's not really my style. Last season, I didn't really have any deep threat, so I was just throwing quick routes, doing more RPOs. Um, but and then defensively, I mean, I still have faith in the defense. I feel like, well, for one, I'm not going to go against anyone like Dylan Edwards. I think he's probably the best running back in the game and will win Heisman. So that'll help against other people. But I mean, if I want to win a championship, I'll have to probably go through Electric. I know I said 6-6 for him, but if he plays like that every game, I don't me included, I don't think a single person in the league could beat him. So if I end up playing him, I'll have to get a new game plan for that game.
Yeah. You know, the 99 speed receivers, they don't always beat the DB like you'd think they would. Having 99 speed, it's kind of wild.
Yeah, I think it's just none of them have takeoff. So even though they meet the requirements for takeoff, but the game just, I guess, doesn't want them to have takeoff. So maybe
Yeah.
maybe that's something that has to happen in the off season. I'm not sure, but yeah, no, I got. I think, when I was down 7-0, I had Lattingham on a deep throw and Boger overthrew it. But yeah, no, I just need to play how I was playing in the playoffs last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we lost our sideline reporter, so I think that's all the questions we'll have for tonight. But a impressive start for the Kansas State Wildcats as they win 36-7 over Ole Miss. Um, we will have plenty more action coming your way the next couple of days as the season 4 has officially kicked off. But Pablo, you got anything else?
I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, and we will
Yeah.
see you